Rain, rain, go away, but will it do so by the weekend? Let's talk about it in today's edition of the Texas Weather Roundup. Good Thursday morning. I'm Texas Storm Chasers Baldy and Chief David Reimer. It is the 6th of April, 2023, and this is the Texas Weather Roundup. We've got plenty of rain and showers and storms this morning. As most of you across the southeastern third of Texas are well aware by now, given the fact most of these have been producing quite a bit of lightning. Several of these did have some hail yesterday, but otherwise some beneficial rains overnight across portions of South Texas, South Central Texas, up into the Brazos Valley, and the piney woods of East Texas. Honestly, a little further north than I thought it would be yesterday, but you know what? Rain is rain, and we definitely need it. It all goes down south anyway, so or flows down south, I should say. So, hey, you know what? That's a good thing. So, again, nothing ongoing that is considered severe, and we probably won't be dealing with anything that is too severe today. So we take a look at the forecast through this afternoon, tonight, and tomorrow. You can see we're still going to have plenty of showers and storms across the state. We may see some activity shift further north through the day, though we'll see if it's as ambitious as this specific weather model indicates. But nevertheless, we are expecting additional showers and storms tonight, tomorrow, into tomorrow evening before we finally start to dry out late tomorrow night into Saturday morning. So again, expect a wet Friday across at least the southeastern half of Texas, if not the southeastern two-thirds of Texas at least. But again, you know what? We could use the rain, so that is okie dokie. And you could see most of this is generally your generalized typical showers and storms versus any sort of organized, discrete, or linear severe weather. So that is good. A good old rainmaker versus a severe weather maker, which in April is always something to appreciate. In terms of the severe weather chances today, we do have a level 1 out of 5 risk. That's the lowest on the risk scale, meaning there's about a 1 in 10 to 1 in 20 chance you could have a severe storm in your neck of the woods or neck of the plains today. Today's threat for severe storms will be confined to some pocket change size hail, just like yesterday, and the potential for a localized wind gust of 50 to 60 miles an hour. We are not expecting a tornado threat today. In terms of forecast rain totals for today, tomorrow through Saturday morning, we're expecting an additional 1 to 3 inches of rain across the southeastern, essentially half of Texas. And this definitely has shifted north a bit compared to yesterday's forecast, but we still see beneficial rains out of it, so that's okay. Places like San Antonio, Austin, Brazos Valley into East Texas, the Piney Woods, the Golden Triangle, Southeast Texas, the coastal plains of Victoria Crossroads, down the middle Texas coast and through the coastal bend into South Texas, 1 to 3 inches of additional rainfall. This does not include what has already fallen yesterday overnight, so this is from now through late Friday night, so that's good rains. We definitely need it. In terms of the potential for some flooding issues, as we continue seeing rain over the next couple of days, we could see instances of street flooding, some rises on creeks and streams, and where we see some of these heavier storms move over the same locations that have already gotten some heavy rain, either yesterday or later today, we may see the potential for a few instances of flash flooding arise, again across the same areas where we've been focusing this whole weather videos. So places like Corpus Christi, San Antonio, Austin, up to Temple, Round Rock, over to, well, pretty much Longview, Marshall, south, including the Brazos Valley, the coastal plains, the Victoria Crossroads, southeast Texas, the Piney Woods of East Texas, the Golden Triangle, even parts of the eastern hill country. Can't rule out some flooding over the next couple of days, though it should not become overly widespread or significant. In terms of fire weather, we are still going to be dealing with the potential for a high to very high threat for wildfires today across portions of the northern Edwards Plateau, where we don't see rain. Further west into southwest Texas, the Concho Valley, and the Permian Basin out into the borderland of far west Texas. And then tomorrow and Saturday, we're generally looking at a more moderate or a lower risk for wildfires as we see cloud cover and rain chances continue across the southeastern half of Texas, and generally less severe fire weather conditions farther to the west. In terms of temperatures over the next 5 days, today is going to be pretty cool with rain chances continuing across south central Texas, up northeast with cloud cover. There we may not see temperatures get out of the 50s today. Definitely a cool day for April across those regions. Further to the west and further to the southeast, well, let's start with this. Further west, where we have more sun today, temperatures making it into the 60s, low 70s. Again, still pretty cool, or right around where we should be for early April, which is a bit of a surprise since it's usually hotter than the dickens. And then across the coast, where moisture will be a bit higher, helping keep temperatures warmer, we'll see high temperatures in the lower 70s. So we head into tomorrow, you can actually see temperatures are going to be cooler across most of the state thanks to another round of showers and storms and cloud cover. Places like Alpine up into the higher elevations in the Davis Mountains may not get out of the 40s tomorrow, with 50s across portions of the Permian Basin, through the hill country, central Texas, east Texas, middle 50s for highs. It's going to feel more like a November day versus one in early April. Again, right about 70 degrees right along the Texas coast, and then 60s further northwest in the Panhandle, northwest Texas, where we could see some sun. We start warming up on Saturday as the rain moves out. We start to see some clearing of the skies. We'll see high temperatures right around the upper 60s, lower 70s for most of Texas. Easter Sunday, going to be a bit warmer. We're going to see 80s introduced into the forecast across the western half of Texas, with 70s elsewhere. A few showers are possible in West Texas, but nothing that should be widespread, heavy, or capable of dropping Easter egg size hail. And here is Monday. We're going to see temperatures tick up a few more degrees. Not a drastic climb, but still at least a gradual climb up that temperature roller coaster as we head into next week. High temperatures in the lower to mid 80s across the western half of Texas, generally still looking like the middle to upper 70s for highs on Monday across the eastern half of Texas. Maybe a few showers and storms, but nothing that screams holy moly guacamole in the severe weather department. So again, it's going to be a wet couple of days across the southeastern half of Texas as rain chances continue. We could use it, and you know what? If it's not dropping hail, if it's, or I should say, dropping baseball-sized hail, tornadoes, or blowing half the state's power grid out, it's probably pretty good that we're getting some of this rain before summer kicks in. So you can always be optimistic about that, even if it's not necessarily the most pleasant conditions in the driving or traveling department. All right, we'll have the next Texas Weather Roundup out by 7 a.m. on Friday. As always, you can keep an eye on the sky with the free Texas Storm Chasers mobile app. New version is now out on iPhone, iPad, and Android devices. Just search for Texas Storm Chasers in your device's app store. Y'all have a great Thursday, and God bless.